Ronnie was accused of beating his ex's children with a broken skateboard, using it as a paddle and leaving marks and bruises. But even though Ronnie pleaded guilty to felony offense of abuse and neglect of a child under the age of 6, he maintains his innocence and says he's never even laid a finger on any of his ex's kids. Today, his wife of 4 years, Tabitha, is here, and she's hoping that once Ronnie passes his lie detector test, she'll be one step closer to having the family with her husband that she's always wanted. Take a look. In a previous relationship, he gets arrested for beating kids with a skateboard paddle or some kind of paddle, right?
Right.
How did you meet Ronnie?
So I was in and out of work, and I was with a temp agency, and they sent me into formal. So I went in, they took me straight to him, me and this other girl. So we were going to be working with him till further notice.
Oh, so he was like a coworker.
Yeah, and so one day he come up, smacked my butt, said, BBW, let's go to break. And I said, well, what is BBW? He said, never mind, let's go break. I said, I ain't going nowhere with you till you tell me what that is.
Yeah, I want to know what BBW is.
Big, beautiful woman.
Oh, there you go.
That's what he calls me.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then how did the romance start?
I knew he was the one from the day I seen him.
Really?
Yeah, we started hanging out. We went to the mountains, and when I first met him, he told me he'd been to prison. He didn't tell me what for, and I'm the type of person, I tell my mom anywhere I'm going. Well, I didn't tell her this time.
Well, yeah.
And we went up into the
mountains. I'm going to the
mountains.
mountains with a felon.
We went up in the mountains, and he stops the truck in the middle of nowhere, and I was thinking, God, this is when I die. Nobody's going to find me.
I was going to say, didn't you think, like, I wish I had a gun with me right now?
Yeah, I was like, this is where I die today. Nobody's going to find me. And he says, I want a waller all over you. And I was like, huh?
You want a what?
He said, I want a waller all over you.
Waller?
His country is crap.
What the hell does waller mean?
I guess touch, rub,
Oh,
kiss.
yeah.
I was like, no.
Yeah. Oh, you said no.
Yeah.
And
we got stuck in the mountains because he went up on the hill and 2 tires blew, so we were stuck.
And you're out in the middle of nowhere.
Yep.
And what'd you do?
I sat there. He tried to fix the tire.
So did somebody come rescue you?
Oh,
or?
no, we were in the middle of nowhere.
Right,
We ended up driving the truck out on
Flat
flats.
tires.
Yeah.
Oh, so you got back.
It took us forever.
So when did you start becoming romantic?
Right after that.
Right after that. How long after you start dating did you get married?
Almost 2 years.
Oh, so you had a nice courtship.
Yeah.
And at this point, did he tell you what he had went to prison for?
I knew that before. One of his kids actually said that he did it, and because we were trying to have a baby. And
one of his kids told you that. He didn't tell you that.
Well, it was in the beginning, and I understand why he didn't tell me. That's something you don't want to say out loud, you know. And I understand.
So when you find it out, what were you thinking?
I was shocked, and I went to him and I asked him, and he explained the situation, and I've asked him multiple times, and he's always had the same story.
Yeah. So you believe him?
I believe he did.
Because he says, I didn't do
Yeah.
that. Did you ask him why you pled guilty then?
Well, see, I understand why he did it, because I'm on probation for a felony that I didn't do. And, yeah, they told me if I pled guilty.
What did you do?
I was theft over 1,000. You know those little bitty bags called Kavu bags?
No.
They said I put 97 cartons of cigarettes in it. You can't even put a 2-liter in it.
So you got accused of stealing 97 cartons of cigarettes?
Yeah.
And you pled guilty?
Because they said I'd go to prison for 3 years if I didn't.
What'd you get?
5 years probation.
Oh, that's nothing.
Yeah, I have never been in
Except
trouble
for you're
before.
a convicted felon.
Exactly. Well, I'm getting it off my background.
Yeah.
So.
But right now, as you sit on my stage, you're a convicted felon.
Unfortunately.
And so's he.
Yeah.
So you're perfect for each other.
Yeah.
Young love. Okay, so like here's the deal. Now you've been married how long?
Almost 3 years.
And how's the marriage?
Awesome.
Awesome.
He's my best friend.
So now he has children, but you don't.
Exactly.
But I'm told that you would either like to adopt or take foster kids in, and that's very nice of you. So what would happen if he were to fail?
I would still be with him.
You'd stay with them, but you might.
I would be shocked.
Would it give you pause to bring children into your home?
No, because he might have made a mistake years ago, but he's not the same man he was.
Yeah. Okay. Have you ever seen him around other kids? And
Oh my gosh, yes. My nieces and nephews absolutely love him. They love him more than they do me.
Yeah. Why is that?
Because I guess he's all fun.
Yeah.
They'll
You're
come
not
up.
fun? You seem like a lot of fun.
They'll come up to him and give him high
Bet
fives.
you a lot of guys
hugs.
want to waller with you.
No. Oh, Lord.
Now, if he passes, you're going to try to adopt some children,
Yes.
right? And you'll keep us updated on
Most
that?
definitely.
Yeah, I'd like to know. But first, we got to find out if he passes, right?
Exactly.
All right, well, let's meet your husband, Ronnie.
Where are you coming from? Ooh. Hi, baby.
Hey, beautiful.
Hi.
I love you.
I love you. You got lipstick on now.
No, ain't it pretty?
So now, Ronnie, you know, couple of young felons in love, right?
Yeah.
So, but, you know, she was accused of stealing cigarettes. You,
Yes.
on the other hand, a little more serious charge.
Yeah.
You're accused of, you were in a previous relationship. They said that, you know, either it was a skateboard,
Yeah.
board, or a paddle,
Yeah, it was a piece of broken skateboard.
and you hit these kids. Did you do that?
No.
Why do you, because you tell the story, you're sitting at home, you're having a beer, cops
Yeah.
show up. It must have blown your mind.
Yeah, it blew my mind. I mean, I didn't know what was going on.
Because you never hit those kids?
No.
No. So, but you get locked up,
Yeah.
and you plead guilty to this crime, right?
Yep.
Why did you plead guilty?
Because I had lawyers that wasn't going to do nothing.
Were they telling you, hey, you're facing like 20 years, something
No,
like
they told me I was facing 4 years.
4 years?
Yeah.
And if you plead guilty, what happened?
You get let go today and go home.
And did you
4
get-
months probation.
Oh, so you
4
got
years probation, I mean.
Oh, 4 years probation.
Yeah.
But you're here because you want to start a family with her,
Yeah.
and you want to came here and prove your innocence.
That's right.
So, Ronnie, you came here and we asked you, did you at any time physically hit, strike, slap, spank, or punch any of your ex's children, leaving any welts, marks, or bruises? You answered no. Are you the person responsible for the marks and bruises that you found on your ex's child in the photograph you were shown by authorities? You answered no. Did you at any time use a broken piece of skateboard as a paddle on the child in question as a form of punishment? You answered no. The results came back all the same, and they came back that Ronnie did not tell the truth.
What? I didn't do it.
Could it be where his
Well, he failed for at any time did he physically hit, strike, slap, spank, or punch the children, leaving welts, marks, or bruises. Now, I'm going to say this. I think you probably did it, and I think that's why you pled guilty. Let me finish. If you did that, that's pretty horrible.
No, I didn't do it.
Okay. But your wife here is saying, and here's the other thing. Whether you did it or not, you are on record now being a convicted felon for doing this. So you got your punishment, okay?
It's okay.
This is a country of second chances. Second chances that I believe some people should never get, but they get second chance. People murder people, and they get released from prison, and they go on with their lives. You pled guilty to this. You're moving on with your life. Do you think you changed?
Oh, yeah, I've changed.
Okay. Now you're in this marriage. Now you do realize
Yeah.
this is not helping your cause to adopt. So you're kind of a bit of a pickle, whether adopting or taking foster kids in, it's probably not going to happen. Well, I'm pretty sure it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
When you hear these results, and knowing that you're a young woman who wants a family, what do you want to say to that?
I still love him.
Oh, of course. I'm not even suggesting that you don't love him, because you've been with him. He's been good to you. You have this great marriage. But knowing that because you're married to him, you're not going to have kids in your house.
I don't believe that test is correct because I've never done it.
I just want to know because he did with.
To be honest, I thought you were going to pass.
I did too.
I should
So
have passed. I
we're
don't know
not,
why I didn't.
we're not sandbagging you. You
Yeah.
failed.
I don't know
So,
why I failed.
Where
'Cause
it
I didn't
says
do it.
all of
I
any
mean,
of his exes, he
You
does
know what?
have-
We can, when you go back,
Yeah.
you can talk to the lie detector examiner. I do have to ask you, were you on drugs and alcohol at the time all this was happening?
Yes.
Yeah. So, you know, when you're on drugs and alcohol, you do a lot of stupid stuff, right? I mean, not you, everybody.
Yeah.
Could you have done something in an intoxicated state?
I mean, I could have, but I didn't, you know, I didn't hurt that little girl.
No, I know.
I mean,
That's what I want to know.
I've
So,
whooped-
so part of the lie detector test, you did pass 2 questions. Did you ever witness any adult inside the residence hit, strike, or beat your ex's children, causing any welts or bruises? You answered no. You passed. Did you fail to protect any of your ex's children during any physical abuse you ever witnessed them receive? So you're passing whether anybody else did it, whether you failed to protect the kids. You told the truth. So that almost makes me almost positively that he did
Yeah.
something, because he's telling the truth on some questions, but he fails for his ex's children. Okay? Again, I'm not trying to break you up.
Yeah.
You got a great marriage, you say. Stay together. Unfortunately for you, some of the dreams that you have as wanting to be a mother, they're not going to be fulfilled.
Yeah.
And that pains me to tell you that. But I hope, you know, marriage is based on trust and honesty. And I think he owes you answers when you leave this stage.
Yeah.
Good luck to you.
I'm sorry.
Good luck to you. In the early days of my show, I created a little game I like to call Pick a Door. It's a simple game with 2 choices. Pick a new life or pick the same situation that landed you on my show. Over the years, I've challenged hundreds of guests to pick a door, and today, I'm highlighting the best pick a door moments. Victoria was a young mom who just wanted to prove to Bobby that her daughter was his. But I quickly realized that Bobby was a lying, selfish guy. I asked Victoria to choose either herself and her daughter or Bobby's lies. Watch which door she chose.
Me and Victoria have been together for 5 years on and off, and I just have some type of love for her that no matter what happens, I just still keep coming back. I love that woman, man. Like, I really love that woman, but she did me so dirty, I shouldn't. I need to know if she's a liar. I need to know if she's doing things behind my back. I need to know it all, and these results should give me it all. When I was locked up, I found out she was sleeping with other people. There's no telling how many people Victoria slept with while I was away, because everything that comes out of her mouth is a lie. Victoria thinks that I was talking to another female while I was in jail, but I wasn't. I think Victoria created a fake Facebook account in order to cheat on me, so she could accuse me of cheating on her first. Like, no, you cheated first, so that's why I cheated. When in reality, she made up the account. I had nothing to do with that account. And I never talked to this girl, never heard of this girl, never seen this girl. So it's all lies. Since I've been home, I've seen messages in her phone with some guy setting up times and dates to come over to my house when I'm not there. I confronted her and she said that no, they were just high school friends. They grew up together. He's been helping her out with money and other things. My gut is telling me that she's having sex with this guy for money. She's a prostitute. I can't be with no prostitute. That's give me a bad name in the streets. Victoria was pregnant the first week I've been home, and that's just fishy to me because I was gone for 2 months, and it just so happened when I come home, she's pregnant. See, this little girl, I really love her because I feel like I have a connection with her. Me missing her birth killed me. I only got to see her 2 times in the 2 years I did. If she's not mine, I'm sorry, but I can't. Like, I can't live with that. If I know for a fact 100% she's mine, I'll give her my all. But then again, if she's not, I gotta walk away because I won't be able to stand that pain and that heartbreak of looking at this little girl, knowing she's not mine, and looking at Victoria and knowing that she has someone else's kid. breaking.
He knows that when he first went to jail that I was cheating on him. I didn't really think that me and him were in a relationship because, as he said, we were on and off. So I figured since he went to jail, we started talking again maybe like a week before he went back. So when he went to jail, I figured it was still the same thing.
How long did he go to jail for?
This was the time that he went for 2 months.
Oh, for 2 months.
Yeah, and so I was doing me. I did tell him that I slept with 2 people. When he came home, he was willing to put it past us. We was living our life. We was doing good. In the beginning of December, I found out I was 4 or 5 weeks pregnant, and he had doubts in his mind that it was his because of what I did while he was in jail. When I was 7 months pregnant, they had came and the police had arrested him again for the previous charge. The night that he got arrested, his family member had contacted me and told me that he was about to receive oral sex from another girl. When I got there, the police gave me his phone. He was already in the back of the cop car, so I wasn't able to confront him how I wanted to confront him. I didn't believe the family member at first, but when I read the messages through the phone, I played it as I was him, and the girl I was talking to basically gave me all my answers. 2 days later goes by, and
what was that?
She was going to give him oral sex. He admitted to it. At first he denied it and he blamed it on a friend. Then I told him, like, if you just tell me the truth, we could work past it. He did. We worked past it. He stayed in jail. I was 17 when I gave birth to my daughter by myself. Probably supposed to be the best experience of my life. One of the worst because I felt so alone that I was 16 when I got pregnant. I didn't know if I wanted to have a kid, but I just loved him so much. I wanted to make my family work. I wanted to have a family that I'd never had. So I still continued on. I raised our daughter all by myself. From August to January, I was 100% loyal to him while he was in jail. I was answering phone calls. I was putting money on his books, sending him 30, 40 pictures a week. Anything he wanted, he got from me. When I came out to PA to visit him, he seen his daughter. He was very emotional the day that he met her, very emotional. It was a tough time for both of us. About 2, 3 weeks later, a girl had inboxed me on Facebook and asked me if I knew him. Me and her started exchanging words. She basically told me that she knows his family members. She listed them by name. She knew me by name. She knew my daughter by name. She told me that he told her that he was in jail because I called the police on him, which wasn't even the case.
And he believes that you made this up.
Yeah. The pictures that go back on this account, there's pictures from 2011. In 2011, I was 13 years old. I didn't even know Bobby then. So, like, the account is a real account, and he thinks that I have something to do with it because after I found out that she told me they were talking, my brain, like, went into defense mode. Like, I printed out screenshots, and I mailed them to him in jail, and I mailed him, like, a letter in disgust, basically, like, a screw you letter, like, you did me wrong, I'm gonna do you wrong. So I was doing me.
Dude, that's a bad letter to get when you're in jail.
Yeah, I was like, yeah. I was doing me. I still loved him, but I was doing me. Like,
and this is after you had your child?
Yeah, this was after I had my child. She was about 4.5, 5 months old at this time. I feel like him denying our daughter hurts more than him calling me a prostitute. Because he missed 1.5 years of her life, and then when he came home, like, my daughter got used to him. Like, he leaves the house, and my daughter, like, bangs on the doors and windows saying, "Dad, where are you?" And when somebody comes over, the first thing she says, "Dad left," or, like, she's getting used to him now. And, like, for him to deny her, it just, like, it hurts me because I gave up everything for him. Like, my family lives across the country. I'm stuck by myself. Like, I'm stuck with him and my daughter. And I did that to myself because I needed to learn on my own. I wanted to make my family work, but I just feel like him denying her just...
How does he treat her?
They're good. They're good together.
He's good to her?
Yeah, I mean, like, sometimes, like, he, like, torments her, and he wants to play with her, and she doesn't want to play.
Talk to my son.
Yeah, like, They're good together. Like she does love him. He does love her.
Yeah.
Like the whole time he was away, the one thing that I always wanted was to just watch him be a dad to her.
Right.
I had a lot of friends growing up, and now I don't talk to anybody.
I mean, is this what you dreamed of when you were 14? What did you dream of? What did you want when you were 14?
I wanted to go to school and be a lawyer, and then I ended up dropping out in 10th grade and not going back to get a GED or a high school diploma.
You're 19 years old. Everything that you dreamed of, you can still make come true, because it's not too late for you. You're still very young. But it doesn't come easy, and it doesn't come by continually to make bad decisions. If you want something in your life to be different, you have to affect change, okay? And only you can do it. She seems very mature beyond her years. She's not... Hold on. She's been hurt, overwhelmed, robbed of her childhood, let's say, okay?
Yeah.
But she's changed her whole life at a very young age to be with you. And then the other thing is, you hurt her deeply when you deny your child.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I don't deny my
you have
child.
that
I'm like 95% sure, because who wouldn't have that doubt?
Bobby,
The girl from social media, did you cheat with her?
No,
Okay.
I didn't. I don't.
When's the last time you've been with another woman other than her?
Too long to remember.
Come on. You're not too old to remember. You're too young to
No,
forget.
it's because I did 2 years in prison.
Okay.
And then
Since you've been out of prison, have you been with anybody else?
No.
Come on.
No.
I mean,
No,
come on.
You smiling is making
Well,
me
because
smile.
I can't even believe that, man.
No, it's because you smiling, and
Yeah.
I'm up here, so I'm smiling.
Yeah.
3-4 days ago, I went through your phone, and I seen the messages of all the girls you were talking to on Instagram, and I seen little escort sites that you was on, and I still,
Escort site?
I'm still here because I don't think that you're physically
Wait, hold
cheating on me.
Escort sites. I don't need no escort
But
site,
you was
Victoria.
asking a girl how much it would be to have oral sex.
No, I wasn't.
Victoria, you came here and took a lie detector test, and we asked you, did you create that social media account in question? You answered no. Are any of those messenger messages fabricated? You answered no. Since Bobby came home, have you exchanged any sex act for anything of value with another male? You answered no. Since Bobby came home, have you had any type of sexual physical contact with any other male besides Bobby? You answered no. Since Bobby came home, have you had sexual intercourse with any other male besides Bobby? You answered no. The results came back the same to each question, and they came back that Victoria told the truth.
I told you. I told you.
Bobby took a lie detector test. You don't think Bobby's telling the truth? So Bobby came here and he took a lie detector test, and we asked him, did you ever communicate in any way with that social media female in question? He answered no. Did you ever personally see that social media female in question? He answered no. Since you came home, have you had sexual physical contact with any other females besides Victoria? He answered no. Since you came home, have you had sexual intercourse with any other females besides Victoria? He answered no. His results came back the same to each question, and they came back that Bobby did not tell the truth.
Whoa.
Are you serious?
Whoa.
Are you serious? You serious?
No, hold on, wait. I'll admit to some of these, but...
Which one? Oh, hold on. Which ones will you admit to?
Wait, but this...
Okay, but which ones are the ones that are correct?
These ones up here are not.
Okay,
About
so the
the
ones about
female
having
and-
sex with other females is true.
Hold on, let me get to that. But this, you did the same thing. You seen messages from some girl on Facebook that messaged you saying I was talking to her in jail. You seen it and went and cheated on me. It's the same exact thing.
But since you got out of prison,
Yeah, that's since
she
I've been out
hasn't
of
been
prison.
with anybody, and you have. DNA test. He took it because he tells everybody I'm the dad, but to you, when you're fighting, you're a prostitute, you're this, you slept with my friends. You are just a rotten girl, but I love you. I love you. Do people in love say that? Yeah, it's kind of a funny thing. But you took a DNA test, and the results are you are the father of Victoria's 2-year-old daughter. Hey, it's been really nice talking to you, Bobby.
Yeah,
I hope you do something with your life, but get the hell off my stage.
I know that me and him
Boo me
Mess-
outside.
messed
Boo
up.
me out back. If y'all talking
Goodbye.
about that, boo
I
me
know
out
me
back.
and him
What
messed
y'all
up.
talking about?
growing up, being
This is all on you now. You said you watched the show, and you know what's coming up. You can go out that door and be with Bobby and keep crying. And keep being hurt and keep asking for help to raise your daughter. Or you can turn around and say, you know what? I could go out this door, and even if I don't meet anybody, if I'm all by myself, at least I won't hurt myself. I won't disappoint myself. And maybe the door will open where I will meet somebody that wants to be just with me, that will help me with my child, and do everything and be my equal partner. And those are the two doors. That's the Bobby door, and that's the door to hopes and dreams.
Who's next?
Nice meeting you. Krystal did what every guy would want. She gave her husband a hall pass to sleep with whoever he wanted. But only while she was in jail. And when she suspected Michael continued to cheat after she came home, things got messy. And I knew it was pick-a-door time for this relationship. Watch this.
When I made my mistake, like I went to prison and I did, I made a mistake. I owned up to my actions. I paid my debt to society.
What'd you go to prison for?
Writing bad checks.
Oh.
I
I thought it
did.
was something exciting.
Right, right. No, writing bad checks.
So when you, writing bad checks, I know that that's kind of a serious offense, right?
Right,
And how much time you get for
I
that?
did a year,
Yeah.
a
They
year to
sentence-
the day.
Did they sentence you for a year, or you got more?
Well, first
got
I
time
got
off?
probation, and then after probation, I had violated that 3 times, and then the
Writing
third
more bad
violation.
checks?
No, no,
Oh.
no. The third violation is when the judge sentenced me to prison. Before I went, or while I was in jail, before I got transferred to prison, I was talking to Michael on the phone, and he told me that he's going to be there for me, and he's not going
When
to
you
leave
get out.
me. Right, and he's going to be there this whole time, and he'll wait for me. He loves me, and
And you're not married.
no, we were married.
Oh,
When
you were married?
Yes, we were married when I went to prison. And so I was like, look, I'm going to give you a hall pass. You're a man. You have needs. I'm not going to be there. Go sleep with whoever you want to sleep with. I understand.
Okay.
I know that
That's-
sounds so
no,
bad.
I'm saying, wow, that's pretty nice of you.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I made the mistake of going away.
But what I'm saying is, wouldn't that torture you while you're in jail, like wondering who he's with?
I asked him not to tell me.
This is a picture from your wedding day.
Oh, yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And how long? When did you guys get married?
We got married in 2010.
Okay,
But we've been-
2010. And then when did you go to jail?
I went to prison in 2013.
Yeah. See, you just don't remind me of a girl that's a jailbird.
I know.
Come on.
I know.
You're
And
not going
it's-
to, stab me right
no,
now.
no, absolutely not.
How's the food?
It was nasty.
Yeah, everybody says that.
Yeah, it was
Every
really
person I've
nasty.
ever talked to about prison, they said the food's bad.
Yeah, it was really nasty. Well, if Michael would have been there for me, I would have had money on my commissary.
So he never came visit you?
He never came to visit me.
In the whole year?
The whole year I was there, he never came to see me. He didn't put any money on my
Not
account.
one time?
Not one time.
So he knows you're in prison.
Yeah.
Like you kiss goodbye, like they're taking you away.
Yeah, and like-
he said, and what does he say to you?
I'll wait for you. I love you. I'll be here for you.
And you said, don't forget about that hall pass I gave you.
You're right. So,
He couldn't get you peanut butter.
yeah, nothing. Like my parents had to support me. Through one of my friends, I had called her and she told me about it, that it was all over Facebook that he was with this girl. So I had called him and I asked him, and he told me that he was, and that
And
they
your
were living
conditions,
together.
my wife told me, was you can sleep with whoever you want.
Just don't get
but
them
don't get
pregnant.
in a relationship and don't get them pregnant.
Exactly.
And he broke both of them.
Exactly.
What a dumbass that guy is.
I guess. And we've been trying to have kids now for 8 years, and I just recently found out that I can't have kids. So finding that out 3 months before I came home.
That had to be tough. Oh, you found that from like a prison
His
doctor?
His sister told me that it was going around his girlfriend's work that she was pregnant.
Right.
And I called him and I confronted him about it and I asked him, and he told me yeah. And nobody understands what it's like to be in prison until you're there. Like, you're so alone in a crowd full of people, and it's like your world stops. Like, everything for me stopped. My relationship stopped, my friendship stopped, everything stopped. But everybody else's world continued to go on.
Life goes on.
Exactly. And I gave him the ultimatum.
Was he contacting you while you were in prison?
The whole time that I was there, I was working in the kitchen making 13 cents an hour because he didn't send me any money. All the money that I got from working in the kitchen, which was roughly about $22 a month, I put half of that on the phone, which was about $10, and the other $12 I put towards like my needs, like shampoo, conditioner, stuff like that. And that got me like 3 phone calls a month.
And he never sent you 1 cent?
Not 1 cent.
Did he work while he was out?
He did. He had a job pretty much the whole time I was there. Yeah.
I'm gonna kick this guy's ass.
I'll admit it.
Really? Seriously?
I'll admit it.
Why?
I'll admit it that I wasn't the best husband, all right? But you left you left your parts of your life out. What about the guy that called me and told me that he had slept with you? What happened with that, huh?
When I asked him, what did we do? What did he say? He didn't say nothing.
He doesn't know.
He didn't say nothing.
Bull smack, because he told
Bull
me,
snack?
you know what we did. Smack.
Oh, bull smack.
He told you. You know what we did.
Then why didn't he come right out
He
and say
doesn't
it?
have to say it.
Yeah, he does.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
He doesn't have to say it.
Did he tell you
Okay.
this when she was in jail?
No. We were all out. And we were all out.
And he comes up to you and goes, hey, I slept with your wife.
Well, no. See, I had heard it from a friend of mine, and then I confronted him. Well, I told him I was at work, and then I had her call. And I was like, all right, well, ask him about that time
You're
that
like
you guys
on a
had
three-way,
sex.
right?
Well, no, it was her on the phone on speaker.
And he didn't know you were on.
No, he didn't know I was on.
Okay,
So,
that's
like-
right there is a very big move right there.
Well, look, okay. How much hurt and pain you caused me at the beginning, okay? So therefore, I thought to myself, what am I missing? You know, I thought I was missing something, you know? I thought,
That's
did I
why
deserve?
I gave
did
you
I
a hall
deserve
Why'd you
pass.
stay
what
married
I
to her if she
got?
hurt you so bad?
Did I deserve
Why'd you
what I
stay
got?
married to her?
Why did you even get married
even
to me?
even though we have our bad times, when it's good, it's good.
Okay, so when it's good, it's good. She goes to jail, you don't visit her, you don't send her any money. Because something that she did to you when you first got together.
Well, it can't be that. I mean, it happened for 4 years.
And not only that, she goes, while I'm away, sleep with whoever you want. But just don't get anybody pregnant and don't fall in love with them. She's giving you a pass to, like,
Do whatever.
screw 100 chicks.
Do whatever.
Well,
And you did the
I know.
2 things
But
I asked you not
why
to
do
do.
I want to go screw 100 chicks and wind up with a million STDs? And when I can screw.
Did you ever hear of
one, you
condoms?
know?
Obviously not.
Okay, Michael came here, and the first thing he did, he stated he sexually touched his wife's friend. Did you know about that? When you say sexually touched her, what does that mean?
She left me alone with a girl, and she was like, all right, have sex with her while I'm gone. I'm going over to the gas station. Have sex with her. Have sex with her. I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. So
don't remember ever saying that.
Oh, you don't remember that when she was staying
No.
at our apartment?
No, I don't.
Okay, yeah, well, it happened, but still.
Okay.
So anyways, so she ends up taking off her pants, and I just touched her. That's all. That's
Okay,
it.
okay, that's enough. In the last month, we asked him, have you had any sexual activity with the woman you impregnated when Krystal was in jail? He answered no. He told the truth. No applause. Good job. You're learning. Since being married, have you had sexual physical contact with more than 5 other women? He said no. He did not tell the truth.
Really? 5? 5?
Since being married, have you had sexual intercourse with more than 4 other women? He said no. He did not tell the truth.
I swear to God.
Oh, yeah.
She confessed to cheating on her husband with 1 male since they've been married. Did you know about that? Okay, he knows about it. Besides 1 male, since being married to Michael, have you ever had sexual physical contact with any other men? She answered no. Besides one male, since being married to Michael, have you had sexual intercourse with any other men? She answered no. And the results for Krystal's lie detector test is that she told the truth. Honestly, the cheating doesn't even bother me as much as the non-caring that you were rotting away and he never bothered to come see you, never made sure you got something to eat, never anything.
Nothing.
A year is a long time.
Very long time.
And you know, like the screwing around or whatever, you gave him a pass. I can't, you know, I think that's very generous of you. But I think now that you've been out of jail and the way he's treating you, by the way, you know, not letting her have a cell phone and, you know, controlling her Facebook page and all. If I was her, I would tell you, who are you? Tell me what you've done in your life that you could tell anybody in the world what to do. Who are you? Are you Batman? I don't know about it.
She's the one who chooses to stay.
What?
She's the one who chooses to stay. I've given her out.
But what makes you treat another human being, one that loves you, and you say, you can't have this, you can't do that?
Okay.
I'm waiting for the answer. Who are you? You know who you are? You're the guy who's going to get the hell off my stage. You are going to close the show and pick a door and say, I'm going back to, what's your husband's name again?
Michael.
Michael, or I'm going to try to start my life anew. But if you go pick with Michael, I say this, if you go out the door with Michael, I certainly hope that guy grows up and he appreciates what he has.
And that's where I gotta go, Steve.
So, good luck to you. Robby gave me shady vibes from the second he opened his mouth. I knew something was off when he swore he was faithful to Breanne. But when the results came out, I knew I needed to ask Breanne which door she would pick. Take a look.
I'm desperate to find out if my boyfriend's cheating on me or not. If he is cheating, I'm gonna be heartbroken, alone, scared. I love him so much. He means the world to me. 3 years ago, I was pregnant with 2 babies, and I didn't even know. When I was 5.5 months pregnant, I had to give birth to a stillborn. About a month and a half later, I started having pains. I went to the emergency room. They proceeded to tell me that I had another child inside me, and that I would have to stay in the hospital and be on bed rest. A couple hours later, I gave birth to our son. He was little, fragile, and the doctors didn't think he was gonna make it. He was in the incubator for a month and a half before I could hold him for the first time. And that's when women started calling my phone and asking to talk to Robby. The woman on the phone wanted me to put it on speaker so that Robby could hear. She told him to stop lying to me, tell her the truth, tell her I've been coming over there when she leaves to go to work. He claimed he didn't know who this person was, and he hung the phone up. He had to have known who this person was. They knew about me, my children. So I started going through his pockets, his work bags, the car. One day I found nail polish in his car, hair products, receipts for women's clothing, and I started finding long black hairs. I have blonde hair, there's no way it can be mine. I needed to find some sort of evidence. So one day I went online, I typed in our city and our zip code, and I found a picture of my boyfriend on local dating and sex websites. My heart dropped into my stomach. I didn't want to believe that was him. The picture looked just like him. It looked as if he was wearing my snow hat and sunglasses, almost like he was trying to disguise himself. I don't even want to leave the house anymore because I'm afraid that he'll bring someone back. I'm afraid that I'll come back and all my things will be outside. I don't feel pretty enough. I don't feel smart enough. When I look in the mirror, I just see worthlessness. I need to know if he's cheating, if he has cheated, if he's been on dating sites, if he's spending money on other women. If he fails, I'm
gonna be crushed.
I need to put all this to rest, you know? All these accusations, all this me cheating, you know, it's never happened.
It's
you know?
never happened.
I need it to stop. I can't take this emotional strain anymore.
How long
It's
you
never
been with
happened.
Brianna?
I've been with her 4 years.
4 years, that's a
4
long time.
years.
So when did the problems start beginning in your relationship?
Well, it all started back when I was, when my son was first born, you know? I got a job, work at fast food, wasn't much, you know, but I put in double, triple hours, 70, 80 hours a week, okay? There's no time for me to do nothing like that, you know what I mean? She don't believe I'm working those hours, but I'm bringing the paycheck home to support my hours.
But how come she finds receipts for women's clothing, nail polish, women's hair in your car?
Well, all that, you know, I mean, this is job transition now. You know, I went from fast food to being a home renovation, you know? That's my line of work
And
now.
you're dressed like a woman, or?
No. I empty out all these abandoned vacated houses, you know, that my boss buys them out. We go in there, we renovate them. You know, there's trash in there. I even work in houses that tenants currently live in. They have to get relocated so I can present all
So you take the women's things out of the house?
I have to clean.
Why would you take a woman's receipt?
Well, there's receipts on the ground, Steve. When I go into a house, I have to leave it cleaner than the way I found
wouldn't you
it.
throw it in the garbage?
Well, no, not if the garbage is around.
What about the women calling her?
The women calling her, the only thing I could think of is it's my exes or people in my family that don't necessarily like her and they're setting us up to fail. That's the only thing I could think of. I've got some jealous women in my past.
Because you're one good-looking guy.
I am good looking.
I got to be honest, your story makes no sense at all.
You want me to start from the beginning?
No. I got a headache. Never cheated.
I have never cheated.
Not even a smooch.
Not even a smooch.
A peck.
You know what? There was one incident where I had an ex approach me, and you know what? I actually pushed her away from me. I haven't told Breanne about this.
Get off me!
I told her I'm in a committed relationship. I got 2 kids with a newborn at home. I don't want to mess around. You know, that's not me anymore.
How's your ex look?
I mean, she looks all right.
Say your ex looked
Baby,
good?
I've never cheated on you.
And that's not you in the photo?
No, that's not me.
That's not you in the photo. It's
no,
not.
that ain't me. Bring it up again, Steve.
Wanna
That
bring
is
it up?
not me.
That's
is not,
you.
Look at this.
That's
Look
not
at
you?
Look at this. Look at this.
That's not your scar? That's not your scar?
Look at that dude's
That's
lip.
not your scar?
Look at his lip.
That's not your
He's
scar?
got a lump on the lip. That
Do you
is not
see this,
me.
Steve? Do you see the scars
That
on
is
his
not
nose?
me.
Do you see the scar? Do you see this? That picture?
Not me, Steve.
Listen, this
Not
picture
me,
got
Steve.
uploaded and it got
Ain't
messed
happening.
up because of the quality of the picture.
It could be you.
Not
This
me.
is the
Not
scar.
me. Look, his beard
You
ain't
have a
even full
permanent-
like mine is. Look
Neither
at
do
that.
you. Right here. Right
Well,
here with the
no,
scar.
I'm talking about the mustache to the goatee. That ain't
You
me.
see the scars on the nose. You have the exact same scars on the nose.
No, because-
That's my snow hat.
He finds all these women products. Does he ever give them to you?
No,
was
I found it in the car, and then he told me he found it for me. And I said, no, you would have gave it to me. Oh, I forgot it was in there.
I forgot. You know what I do in a day? I'm running around town.
Oh, dude, you're going up in flames.
Man.
Do you, in your heart, believe?
You do. You act like I don't matter. You act like
Baby.
I have no feelings. When I had the
I
baby,
can't
you said
act
postpartum does
like
not exist.
I can't begin to care when I'm constantly being freaking dragging in the ground,
How do
man.
you think
I'm
I
putting
felt?
my head in the dirt
How do you
every day, all day. Doubts coming left and
How do you
right
think I
towards
feel?
me.
I have your
I'm
family
not
coming
trusted
over, and you're telling
whatsoever.
me my family's
And
leaving
you want
clothes
me
in
to
the
make
house
you feel good
to
when
make
I don't
you
feel
leave
good.
me.
I can't do that. I cannot be a good man if you're not a good woman, man.
Oh, you're thinking she's
I'm not a
cheating?
good woman?
I take it back. I'm sorry.
Yeah, take it back.
I don't mean that. I don't mean that.
Robby came here and took a lie detector test, and we asked him, while in a relationship with Brianna, did you create any profiles on dating or hookup sites? You answered no. While in a relationship with Brianna, have you had any sexual physical contact with anyone else? You answered no. While in a relationship with Brianna, have you had sexual intercourse with anyone else?
Nope.
He answered no. The results came back the same to each question that we asked him, and they came back that Robby did not tell the truth.
Are you kidding me?
I love the range of emotions with this guy. Oh,
Dude, it ain't no range of
baby,
emotions.
baby, I love you. I love you. I'd do anything for you.
Did
I'm
you?
on national television.
How come
Crying
you're-
to you, dude. I've never done you wrong.
How come you're not in the kicking position for me?
I wouldn't come on this show if I'm lying to you, man. I don't know what happened with
Look
that.
at fake tears coming out. I love it.
Just tell me the truth.
I can't tell you nothing. I don't know, dude. I can't tell you something didn't happen. I really can't.
Listen, why don't we keep this real simple? Are you cheating on her?
No, Steve.
Have you ever cheated on her?
I have never cheated
You know what?
on you.
You know what? I'll say this. Just listening to it, I don't get a lot of time to spend with my guests, but you do seem like a really sweet, honest person, and just being your gut will tell you the truth.
I knew I wasn't pretty enough. I'm never good enough for nobody.
You know what? Why do you know what? You don't, hey, Mr. Slim Shady, I'm done with you. Get the hell off my stage. Let me tell you something. You're one of the most beautiful women we've ever had on the show. I bet you when this show airs, there's going to be a million guys who are going to be with you.
I don't understand though.
But
He works every day.
So what? He treats you like you know, if you have to go through life sneaking through bushes and climbing through your backyard, you're in the wrong relationship. So
I had to know for my children.
okay,
Steve.
and you know what? There's a lot of women watching this show at home, and they might be in the same situation as you are. And you have to have the guts to make the right decision. So if you ever think that you're gonna go be with Mr. Slim Shady back there, then go be with him. But I want you to have the strength and the courage to go out that way and say, you know what? I'm starting my own new life. Be an inspiration to a million women. Lizette and Amarette are sisters who are 10 years apart in age. While growing up, Amarette admired her older sister. And Lizette says there was nothing in the world that she wouldn't have done for her baby sister. But a few years ago, the relationship went sour. You see, Lizette has accused Amarette of stealing money from her, not once, but twice. Watch this.
In 2015, my sister was at my house, and we was just chilling. I went to the stores to play my numbers, because yes, I do like to gamble. That's something that my whole family know. That's
Play
just
number,
me.
you're playing the lottery?
Lottery numbers, yes. This particular day, I played the number, said number 714. It came straight midday, which was 350. Then it came again the same way, straight for evening.
The number hit twice in the same day?
In the same day, yes,
714?
sir. Yes.
Wow, that's pretty unusual.
Yes. So I called my sister. She was at my house. I'm like, why I just hit the number for midday and evening? She like, oh, that's what's up. Mind you, the ticket was in my house. It wasn't outside with me, so I couldn't have lost it. So long story short, when I got home, I went to go get the ticket to cash in. Couldn't find it. So when I went out my room to the living room where she was, I said, Mama, you saw my ticket? She like, no. But I'm like, why did she hesitate? Because I know my sister. So I asked her again, like, you sure you ain't see my ticket? She like, no, I ain't see your ticket. But I'm like, but wasn't nobody here but you and my children? She like, oh, well, I don't got your ticket. It got real hostile. I'm like, oh, okay. And she right, I did. I said, right, so I did. I took her debit card and I took her key because I knew that you had that ticket. After a while, no, she was staying with me, not living with me, but she was staying with me for some time. So when I asked her about the ticket, now all of a sudden she's going home.
I've spoken about it many times on the show. When somebody steals from you, and then out of your own house, and then if it's family, I mean, that's really rotten to steal from your own family. You shouldn't be a thief, period, but to be a thief stealing from your own family, that's pretty bad.
Right.
So did you end up reconciling at some point?
I mean, I wouldn't say we reconciled. I would just say, like, like I said to you, I just kind of swept it under the bridge because she's my sister and I want the relationship with her. Because like I said, we all we got. 2021 came, she was at my house. I had my godson this said day. We was all in the living room bugging out. So I had a money order in my pocketbook. Now my pocketbook wasn't, you can't just go grab it. You have to go look for it. But I don't know, Steve, something just told me to go in my room. So I go in my room and my pocketbook is on my bed. It was not on my bed prior. So now I'm getting a flashback from 2015. So I go, I check the purse, money order's not there. I double check it, money order's still not there. So, but she already gone. So I called her. I'm like, Mama, you was in my room? She was like, no. I'm like, you sure? She like, yeah. Wow, what happened? I'm like, oh, because I can't find my money order. She like, oh, I don't know, because I wasn't in your room, boo. I said, bro, but my daughter told me that you was in my room. So now it's like, since they seen you go in there, now it was, oh yeah, I did go in there to lay the baby down, but you never laid the baby down in my room. He was in my son's room.
Well, let's meet your sister, Amarette. What are you hoping for today?
I'm just here to clear my name, Steve. Like, honestly, like, she just calls me really honestly so much. She done had other relatives, other family members, you know, looking at me like I'm this thief.
Do you think your sister loves you?
Yes, I do.
Do you love her?
With all my heart.
And you want to walk away from that?
I mean, at the end of the day, I really can't blame her because she's hurt. You understand what I'm saying? It
I
is
know.
what it is.
Right.
We already had this conversation prior.
I'm not saying she's foolish.
No, I'm saying we had this conversation prior, but she told me like, oh, well, once I clear my name, I don't think it'd be, and it's okay. It's not fine,
I want to ask you this
but
question.
it's okay.
She just said she loves you with all her heart. How many people in this world are going to say that about you?
Not too many.
Yeah, okay. You're up first. We asked you, did you have possession of a money order in 2021? You answered yes. Are you falsely accusing your sister Amarette of stealing it because you dropped or misplaced your money order? You answered no. In 2015, did you have possession of the winning lottery ticket in question? You answered yes. Are you falsely accusing your sister Amarette of stealing it because you dropped or misplaced your winning lottery ticket? You answered no. The results came back all the same to those 4 questions, and it came back that Lizette told the truth. Why are you so emotional over that?
Because this woman knows my heart, yo. She knows that I would not just say that I had something that I didn't have.
What's your reaction to her passing?
I'm glad she passed.
Who thinks Amarette's going to pass? 5 or 6 people? Do you think she's going to pass?
I don't know.
Amarette came here. Took a lie detector test because a lot of damage has been done over accusations of theft. And we asked her in 2021, do you know for sure who stole Lizette's money order? She answered no. In 2021, did you steal your sister Lizette's money order? She answered no. Do you know for sure who stole Lizette's winning lottery ticket? She answered no. Did you steal your sister Lizette's winning lottery ticket? She answered no. The results came back all the same, and it came back that Amoret told the truth.
I told you. I came to prove my innocence, and that's it. I want nothing to do with her. Mama, I just want to let you know that I deeply apologize. I'm real sorry. Can you stand up, please? I'm so sorry. I told you though. I told you.
Could this be the first step in repairing this relationship?
I hope and pray, Steve.
How do you feel?
I appreciate you, Steve. Hold on, I came here to it's to clear my name, Steve. Like, this been hurting me for the past. I go around family members. I gotta stay away because I go around them. They look at me. They always start. You know, I don't. That's uncomfortable. You know, or come around me, start putting stuff in their pockets. Like, I don't. That's a very uncomfortable feeling. So I decided not to go around. You know, be by myself. Right. You know, and I came here to prove my innocence, yeah. and I really thank you.
But listen, I'm glad we could do that for you. But I mean, listen, I don't even know you guys, but I certainly would want and would hope that once you leave the stage, that you guys could start working together to repair the relationship. Because listen, no matter what, people make mistakes in this life. She loves you.
I love her too, Steve. I can't sit here and say I don't. I love my sister. Yeah. Like,
she
but
made
this
a mistake.
is very important.
I know. Listen, I'm not
that
downplaying.
It hurts me the most because I was the only one being accused. It was other people in the house, and I was just the only one being accused. Now, had you would have said, "Oh, okay, you know what? I'm accusing everybody," it would have still hurt me, Steve. But I wasn't the only one that would have been accused. You know.
Is there anything that you think that you're planning on doing to make this up to your sister? Like,
I have to.
Whatever you have to. Yeah. You made a mistake.
I did.
Yeah. But you love her.
I do.
Yeah. But listen, I hope that you can look in your
I don't
heart.
think so, Steve. I don't know at this point. Like, I'm just so hurt. Like, I'm hurt. The past 10 years, I've been accused. Got my nieces and nephews looking at me differently. Like, that hurts.
I mean, listen, you got the answers. It might be a lot of work to repair the relationship. Anything you want to say to each other?
Pooja, I just came here to prove my innocence and let you know I didn't steal from you. I'd rather ask before I even steal. And I definitely appreciate that. But to be accused of something, I'm sorry, I had to come and clear my name. Yes, it took this long, but I'm glad I got it out. Thank you, Steve. I appreciate you. And I don't know where it's going to go with me and my sister at this point. I mean, at this point, it's just a hope and a prayer. But I appreciate you.
You'll let us know how it works out. All right, thank you.
Appreciate you so much, Steve.
What was intended to be a heartwarming video of a father holding his newborn son turned into a social media post that went viral with more than 20 million views. But sadly, the reason the video went viral was not because of its heartwarming nature, but because of the negative comments by internet trolls trying to convince Xavier he needs a DNA test. Watch this.
Our son was a newborn. Xavier posted a video on Instagram. So once Xavier posted the video, we woke up the next day and realized that there was millions and millions of views on the video. So then we started going through the comments and we started seeing all of those comments that were like, "You're not the father, you need a DNA test." At first, whenever we started reading the comments, it was really funny, but the more and more you read it, you get to thinking, they're pretty hurtful comments, and our son's gonna grow up one day and see this, and we didn't want him to have any doubt in his mind. From this, we realized that, yes, people can be really hateful, but at the end of the day, you're bullying, and it's wrong, and my message to y'all is that you need to worry about your own household and not what's going on in our household. Through all of this, Xavier has never questioned my fidelity to him, and I'm very grateful to have a man like that you can hear blah 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 all in your ear, and still he knows like my wife would not cheat on me, and this is my child. This DNA test is important for a lot of reasons, just to shut down all the nasty comments, and that's why we needed Steve's help to let everyone know that this is his child. And it's not, so to speak, affecting our household, but my husband is a high school teacher, so you could imagine with my husband being a high school teacher how annoying it could be that as soon as you walk into the classroom, students are asking him, I saw all those nasty comments saying you need to get a DNA test, are you the father? So that's another reason why we just wanted to go ahead, get the DNA test for our son's sake, so he didn't have any questions when he grows up and sees these things.
So I'm watching that video clip of you playing with your son on the rug, and you got the ball there, and all I can say is try to freeze time, my man. Just try to freeze time. So that goes by so fast. I got choked up watching that, by the way. I don't think I've ever got choked up on my show. I saw that, and I got choked up a little bit. So you do this video of you and your newborn, and it goes viral like crazy. What went on there?
Well, see, Steve, June 16th, 2024, my whole life changed. That's when my son was born. And I just remember being in the hospital, you know, by my wife. And I was just like, man, this is an amazing moment. And I grew up without a dad. So, you know, just being there through all the appointments, rubbing her belly every night, you know, it is just amazing. And for him to come out, you know, I never pictured how he would look. You know, I wasn't worried about that. And, you know, I say a month later, I posted the video. I told my wife to record it because, you know, we was just in the moment, and I was playing with him in the mirror. I was like, hey, record this. And I posted it to my Instagram. You know, I just wanted to share it with people. You know, I didn't have to, you know, so I just shared it with people. And I woke up the next day. It was thousands of people just commenting on it.
And so you had posted things on Instagram before?
Yeah.
And how many likes or responses would you typically get?
I say around 1,000, you know.
1,000?
Just depends on what I post.
How many did this get?
Like 17,000.
Right.
Yeah.
So you must have you check your account and you see a tidal wave of response. Did you think something was up, or what were you thinking?
Yeah, like, whoa, like, what are they talking about?
Right.
You know, at first I thought they was gonna say, well, some of the comments did say, hey, this is nice, you are a dad now, because they're not used to me being a dad.
Right.
But then I started seeing, oh no, that's not your baby. And then I started seeing the Cat Williams meme. I'm like, what's going on? And so they were
what's a Cat Williams meme?
It's like, who's white baby that is? Something like that, yeah.
Well, your wife is what, Hispanic?
No, she's biracial.
Okay, so she's light-skinned, right? I mean, she's much lighter skinned than you.
Right.
So, I mean, do people not even know your situation? Like, what's going on there?
They just feel...
Like, some of this, I commend you for stepping up and taking care of a baby that's not yours. I mean, do you see humor in that? Do you kind of laugh at it, or does it piss you off?
Both.
Yeah.
Both.
Don't worry, he'll leave you soon. Who's gonna tell him? Such a follower. I mean, looks like someone cheated. That baby's whiter than its mother. Brother, you are cooked. People can get really brave hiding in the basement behind a keyboard, right?
Yeah.
Like, the fear of not getting punched in the nose, you can say whatever you want, right?
Right.
But I'll say this, even if your son came out and had the same complexion as you, somebody would have posted something there, like, oh, that's an ugly baby, or, there's just one boys in the crowd. So this should be the happiest time of your life. Has this affected that?
Man, with my marriage, it hasn't affected it because we just sit and laugh at it.
You have no doubt.
No, I have no doubt. That's my baby, yeah, that's my baby. That's my baby. And it's just the fact that, seeing those negative comments is like, it pisses me off because it's like, now they accusing her of cheating, and now it's turning from like a cute video to like, oh, it's a black man and a white baby. He stole a baby. That made me mad. I'm like, now I can't even go to the grocery store and shop with my son.
Well, you're a high school teacher too, right?
Yes.
And a lot of your students are aware of this kind of thing.
Yes.
Right? What do they say to you?
Man, I can just be in the hallway. Oh, Mr. That's not your child. And you know, it's like, I expect a kid to say that, but then again, it's like, not grown people saying it.
See, I got so much respect for a high school teacher because the stuff that you have to put up with.
You can't touch them. You can't touch them.
Yeah. And I do think like this little boy who looks so happy in the video and everything, he's gonna grow up and he's gonna see this and like people like just, he's a little baby.
Right.
You know. But you do see the I mean, even I see the resemblance.
Of course.
I mean, not skin tone, but I definitely see his face and both your faces.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah, that's me. That's my son.
I mean,
that's my son.
Yeah.
That's my son.
So you came here and you took a DNA test, and I don't know who wrote this on the card, but they're like, what if the results come back and you are not the father? Like, come on, man. Like, I'd have to end the show if you're not the father.
Oh, yeah. Hey. I will pass out.
Yeah.
I will pass out.
I think we both pass out. All right, well, let's meet your wife, Lachey.
Hey, Steve.
Hi, Lachey. Does your husband have to work late some nights at the high school?
On Tuesdays and Thursdays, he's a mentor also, so after school, he'll go and do mentoring.
Yeah. And at any time when he's doing that, are you hooking up with an ex?
No.
I'm just kidding around. Any chance that he's not the father of your little baby boy?
No chance at all.
When he posts this, and he's very proud, he's very happy, he's ecstatic, he's a new father. He posts a video of the son. You took the video, right?
I did take the video.
And he's super happy. And then, you wake up the next day, and it's, every idiot in the world is throwing their 2 cents. And then how has this affected you?
Well, at first it was funny because we just sit in bed and we're scrolling, we're looking at the comments, and we're like, we're funny people, so we're like, you know what?
I mean, even backstage, I'm reading the comments, and they're like kind of funny,
Yeah, they're
right?
funny. But then it's like, okay, y'all are doing too much now because they're accusing me of cheating, and I'm like, look at him, y'all. Would y'all cheat on him? I would.
Right.
So that's why we're here, to debunk all the rumors.
Yeah. But he's always had total faith in you, right?
Yes.
All right. So you came here, you took a DNA test.
Yep.
Are you ready?
Yes, we're ready. No, are y'all ready? Because we know.
Oh, before we get to the results, does it make you not want to share on social media about like your family, your personal life?
Yeah, it does. It does. It takes an effect in that manner because it's like, it's not real.
And it's a shame because like some of it with Instagram and stuff was a way for families to connect. Like my mother was living in Florida and then me and my siblings started having children. And so, to kind of keep her up on a day-to-day, like, oh, this happened. And so instead of just talking about it, they could see it. But so you that's a very great aspect of social media. But then when you do open it up to strangers, they're, you should see some of the stuff people say about me. You can imagine, right? Like, and if you ever made a mistake in your life, it's coming back and they're going to tell you all about it, right? So that's the unfortunate part of it. But it should be a way to share your joy, your happiness, and that's what would make the world a better place, right? We're all happy for each other. All right. Probably the least anticipated DNA result we've ever had on the show. Or maybe the most anticipated, who knows? Xavier, you came here because you posted about your son. He's very light-skinned, but you're very light-skinned too.
He's lighter than me too, though. So.
Yeah. Well, I mean, babies. Who knows? The results are, Xavier, you are the father of the children.
I still don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So you can maybe put that up on your blackboard at school.
Yes, sir.
Listen, you've handled this both very well, and I certainly hope that none of these trolls have taken any little bit of happiness away from you. I'm sure they're not. Like I said, freeze time, because that's the best time. And so, or you got to have more to keep having that time period, you know? So you just keep having kids.
We got 9 in this.
There you go. Now you got 9. But thank you so much for coming on. Very nice meeting you. Very nice meeting you. Thank you. Look at this adorable baby. He's only 4 months old. But recently, his mother, Veronica, tragically passed away. Some people believe Veronica was murdered, and the baby's father, Larry, was responsible. Larry says people have posted on social media that he should be jailed for running her over. And it gets worse. Rumors have also been spreading that he's not the real father and that the child should be taken away from him. Larry says his life has been unraveling ever since he saw Veronica die in front of his own eyes. He's here to prove he's not a murderer and that this baby is his. Take a look. Larry, how has this affected your life?
It's a nightmare. I wouldn't want to put nobody through it.
How long ago did this happen?
September the 4th.
And you were seeing Veronica for how long?
I lived with her since August of last year.
How old was she?
She'd been 22 today. Today's her birthday.
But I mean, you know, that's a big age difference.
Yeah, we had a lot of issues about that.
25 years.
Yeah.
But now there's threats to take your baby.
Yeah.
Why is that?
The people, that's her relatives.
What are they saying?
That the child ain't mine on social media.
Are you 100% sure that the baby's yours?
Yeah. I was with her at every doctor's appointment. I've been with her in a relationship with her.
Yeah, but were you there at the time of conception? That's the big one.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
But you took a DNA test. Why'd you take one if you were so sure?
To prove her relatives and her friends that's saying he ain't my child and trying to take him from me. That's all I have.
So now you're a single dad. Anybody helping you with the baby?
Yeah, my wife.
Your wife?
Yeah. But
were you married when you were with Veronica?
We was separated and in the process of starting a divorce.
But you were still married?
Yes.
Were you engaged to Veronica?
Yes.
So you were still married, but you were engaged?
Yeah, but Veronica, no, I wasn't in a relationship with my wife.
But now your wife,
yes,
who's legally married to you,
yeah,
she's taking care of Veronica's baby.
Yeah.
Pretty nice of her, right?
Yes, she's awesome.
Pretty damn nice of her.
Yeah.
What's your biggest fear here, Larry?
Losing my son, the only thing I have left of Veronica.
But how would they take your son away?
They're trying to do whatever.
Yeah, but you're not a suspect in the murder of your wife, right? No. That was cleared up.
Fiance, no.
It was an accident, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But you took a lie detector test whether you murdered her?
Yeah, I hear her on the show.
Yeah. Who were you on the phone with when this took place?
My son, Larry Jr., the one that lives with his mother.
Okay.
The one that's taking care of my youngest son.
Okay. Well, your wife and your son made a video. Let's take a look.
I've been married to Larry for 21 years and we have 6 kids together.
When my dad left my mom, it made me feel very, very upset. Towards the end there, they were disagreeing a lot because my dad fell in love with Veronica.
When he left me for Veronica, it was heartbreaking. I felt my world was ending. I was crushed because I felt like I was being replaced by somebody else after so many years of being married together. As hurt as I was, Veronica did not deserve to die. Her and my husband had a child together that was left without a mother. She was very young.
The moment Veronica died, I was on the phone with my father. And all of a sudden, I heard a loud bang, and he said, "Hey, son, I gotta go. You can either stay on the phone or you can get off." It literally freaks me out that I heard her die in that moment.
Larry's not the type to hurt anybody. As long as I've known him, he's never hurt anybody. But there's a little bit of a doubt there. I'd like to know the truth. We have so many kids together that I want to know that my kids are safe.
Well, and online people want to sit there and call my dad a murderer, and he wouldn't harm a fly. My dad is a great man. The pain I see him go through, it makes me want to cry sometimes.
And now there's this baby, and he's an innocent angel, and I want to make sure he's safe as well. Someone has to take care of him. I let Larry move back in with me for the sake of little Jasper.
Who loves the baby? Marcia loves the baby.
I love this baby with everything in me, even though he's not my biological son. I've been asked by others, how can I raise a baby that my husband stepped out of our marriage to have? He's the sweetest little boy on the world. How can I not love him? I can be having a bad day, and he just smiles so big at me, it melts my heart. And I feel so bad because his mom has to lose out on everything. His first steps, his first words, his first walking, everything. His mother may be gone, but he has his dad Larry, and he has me too.
He's cute, he's adorable, he makes me laugh.
Some people tell me I'm stupid for, 1, letting him come back. 2, why am I taking care of a child that's not mine? He's innocent. And I'm not really doing it for Larry per se, I'm doing it for that baby. If Larry fails for murdering Veronica then I don't know.
I want my dad to know that I love him. I know he could never do anything to hurt anyone.
Larry also took a DNA test to prove that Jasper's his.
Online people have been saying he's not my dad's child, but in my heart I believe he is.
I don't want to even imagine this baby's not his because I don't want him ripped out of our family's life.
It upsets me that people want to sit there and say he's not my brother because I've gotten attached to him. I've held him. I've fed him. Yes, my heart. I love him.
Let's bring out Larry Jr. Larry, you're on the phone with your dad when this accident occurred, right?
Yes, sir.
What did you hear?
I heard a loud bang on the truck, and then he got off the phone with me because he said, "Son, I gotta go. I have an issue." And then I knew at that moment something was wrong.
Now, she was in the pickup part of the truck?
No.
The bed of the truck.
The bed?
She was straddling. She had one leg.
Why was she straddling it?
I don't know. I don't even know when she got into the vehicle. If I'd have known she was there, I wouldn't even move the truck.
So you didn't know she was in the bed?
No, sir.
You don't think your dad killed her, right?
No, sir, at all. I don't believe he would harm a fly.
What about the baby? You love the baby, right?
Yes, I love the baby very much.
And he could be your brother, right?
Yes, sir, he could.
What do you hope the lie detector tests prove?
Prove that he's innocent, he's not a murderer, and then prove that...
Yeah. The good thing is the police kind of cleared him, right?
Yes, sir.
So this is more proof to, like, her family.
Yeah, her family.
Her family couldn't have been happy that she was with you, right?
They didn't like it.
Yeah. I mean, just because of the age difference, right?
No. I don't know. I really... he talked to me about some things,
that
but,
was a big thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that he was still married.
Yes.
What do you want your dad to know?
That I love him very much, and he's a great man. He raised me to be a great man,
He's
too.
a good dad?
Yes, sir.
Well, that's good.
He still came around, even though that him and my mom just had disagreements about stuff. He still came around.
How about your mom, though? She's kind of a saint, right?
Yeah.
She take care of that little guy. All right, Larry. You took this lie detector test, and we asked you, did you do anything to cause the death of Veronica? You answered no, and the result is that you told the truth.
Thank you.
Thank God. I need to tell the truth. I love you.
love you. I knew you were telling the truth.
Sense of relief for you?
Oh, yeah. This is going to be a big one for me, too.
Yeah, I mean, this is
So
big.
leave me alone, yeah. I'm tired of being, that's my biggest fear, because that's, when I look at him, I see his mommy. It seems it's unfair, but these are.
Okay, let's find out. We came here and took a DNA test because a lot of people in your town believe that maybe you're not the father to Veronica's little boy. And the result of that DNA test, Larry, is that you are the father of Veronica's.
My brother.
I mean, really a crazy story because we don't know why Veronica was in that back of the bed.
I don't know why.
Yeah. But I mean, you know, she lose her life at 22. Jeez, that's so young. And a little boy who's never going to meet his mother.
Never gonna meet his mom.
Yeah.
It ain't fair.
The good thing is, it seems like he picked up another mom who's not going to go motherless.
She's a good lady.
She is.
She's a good parent.
She's a great mom.
Yeah. Well, Larry, I hope this helps you, and you know, you got a son to take care of now, and I hope that whatever happens with you and your wife, that you'll certainly appreciate what she does for you and what she does for that little guy. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Nice meeting you. Nice meeting you.